Hi everybody, today is June 22nd, 2009, and it is Monday. It's the middle of the day, and I want to kind of go over what my numbers were looking like for the past week or so, and I couldn't really give you guys that on Friday. So as far as my exposures go, altogether got about 20 exposures, which is good because that's what I was looking for, about 20 a week. However, it wasn't like a consistent 4 a day like I wanted it to be. So I'm going to do better with that this week, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. As far as my calls go, I made about 70 follow-up phone calls. I read around 40 pages of personal development, and I've been reading the Bible, but that's not nearly as much PD as I need to be doing. And so it sucks because I really keep slipping on my PD no matter how interesting the book is. It's like, unless I read it early in the morning or I'm actually up enough to read it late at night, then it doesn't get done because it's hard for me, or I guess I've been making it hard to squeeze it in. So if you guys have any like special thing that you guys can advise me on as far as making sure I'm getting that done every day, I love that. And I'm always listening to my PD, my 15 minutes of audio. I made about I got about three-way phone calls myself for my personal prospects, and I did about 3 this week for other people. And that's pretty much it as far as numbers go. I'm definitely looking to bump those numbers up this week. So far as my production has gone, it's like I'm in the last week of the month, which is okay because it's always really exciting, but I haven't gotten like any personal production, and I'm shooting for Players 15 this month, so I'm really going to shoot for it, and I really believe I'm going to hit it. But I've still made almost $600, and so that's passive income, so that's always good. I have been plugging into my briefings, to my trainings, and all I really need to become a director is for 2 more people somewhere on my team to become senior associates. So that's as little as 2 recruits, and I definitely know that we're going to do that as a team this week. But I'm shooting for D50, and so what I plan on doing this week to push that is I want to have 3 to 5 PBRs within the team at least. And if we can yield on average 2 memberships per PBR, hopefully more than that, then that'll take me to about 12 to 20 counters on top of the counters that I already have, and everything else would probably just have to be personal production, sitting down with people, signing people up. With my 15 Players Club points, that's at least 10 counters. And so that's my plan of action for this week. I'm shooting for it. I'm actually in the middle of making some phone calls right now. So just to kind of let you guys know a couple of things that I've heard from our trainings and from the calls and stuff that I've been getting on that really have stood out to me. One of our trainings, Chris Hughes was speaking, and he said a simple quote. He said, "Success takes time, but failure takes a lifetime." And the reason why I really appreciate that comment or that quote is because a lot of times people will look at what we're doing and like, oh, you're not rich, you've been doing this for a year, you've been doing this for 2 years, oh, you're still not rich yet. But success takes time. You literally have to become a whole new person within to be worthy of the income that we're looking forward to receiving, and just to even become someone that is worth other people looking up to, that type of inspirational person. I mean, that takes time, you know what I mean? With anything, most people go to school 4 to 8 years just to be in a career where they can work 4 to 8 to 10, 12 more years just to be even considered successful. And then people look at us when we're in a free enterprise business and they judge. So I really like that. And failure takes a lifetime, because even if you're 50 years old, if you're still living, you still have an opportunity to switch it up. Spend a couple of years on yourself, you can still be successful. But if you die and you're on your deathbed and you were a failure, I mean, that's it. You know what I mean? It takes a lifetime. Also, something else that Chris Hughes said was, he said something that really stood out to me. When you work a job, they pay you according to what they tell you to work. But when you work a business on your own, you get paid according to what you say you're worth. Not saying that if you're not making as much money in your business, you're saying that you're not worth that much. But if you're not working diligently at building yourself up to be worth that kind of money, then you're just cheating yourself every day. And you're telling yourself you're obviously not worth millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars because you're not doing it. You're not doing what it takes to become a millionaire from within, in a sense. And so another really good line that I like to keep in mind is something that I've heard Mike Hume say quite a few times, so I happen to believe it's probably his quote. But Mike Humes, he's like a platinum 7 or something like that, ED on the East Coast, and I really look up to him. And he says you cannot stop a man or a woman who will not quit. So it doesn't matter how hard this business may be, if I never quit, I know I'm going to be successful. And that explains why I talk to people with so much posture and so much faith and assurance, And people question me like, how do you know for a fact you're going to make it? How do you know for a fact you're going to be rich and successful? And I tell them, because I'm not going to quit, and trust me guys, that's all it takes. And so I'm really excited about what's going on so far in our business this month, but I know we can rank these, crank these numbers up a whole lot, and I'm just excited for what we do this week. So by the time you guys see me Friday, should have some more results in I can tell you about, but the week doesn't really end till Monday because we have till Tuesday to turn in our business. So that's it for today, June 22nd, 2009. God bless you guys, and see you later.